Morning. Look at me. I'm in a t-shirt. It's going to be 70 today. We've got the tarpaul opened up, so I'm going to start servicing the 8430. I went ahead and I got all my barrels of oil rearranged over there, so I have everything ready to go. All my ducks are in a row. Question is if that tractor's going to start. None of these have been started since December when we parked them. Actually, we parked them in November. First thing you want to do is check the oil. Make sure there's oil in it. And there is. It's even full. Whew. This cab needs to be cleaned out something fierce. That was the one thing when I was in such a hurry to get the barn packed and done, and the weather turned cold. Nothing got power washed, vacuumed out, nothing. So now's the time to thoroughly go through these tractors. Let's see if she starts. Whoa! Nothing runs like a deer. She's low on fuel, and I just ordered some fuel. So I think what I'm going to do is pull it out, turn it around, fill her with fuel. That way this starts the season out with a full tank when they top that tank off, and plus it'll let the tractor warm up a little bit so I can change the oil. She is definitely a dirty girl. Look at this. Definitely needs to get cleaned. You can't be seen starting the season in a dirty tractor. It's just un-American. Well, there's 100 gallons. Still going. 134 gallons she took. I'm gonna, while I got this thing out, I'm gonna make sure the auto steer is working on it like it should. If I can remember how to turn it on. Alright, so if auto steer works, I should be able to hit this button, and then my tractor will go onto that track automatically. Let's see. I'd say it's working. I got the oil changed on the planting tractor, got it greased, changed a couple fuel air filters. It needs fuel filters and it needs a little work done on the hydraulic outlets. But I ordered fuel and fuel is coming, so I wanted to top off all the tractors. So I pulled the big boy out to get it out to fill it with fuel, and this one was thirsty. It took 305 gallons to fill it. So I'm glad I ordered fuel today. But I have to go do some running when I get back. Depending on when I get back, I'm gonna try and get at least the oil dumped in this one and changed. And then we'll figure it out from there. The planting tractor, it got to the point where, like, I need to do some work on the back of it, the hydraulic outlets on the back, and it's so caked with mud and crap like that, I want to power wash it before I do that work. There's probably going to be a few things on this tractor that need to be power washed before I do work on it as well, but I can at least get the oil changed, air filters changed, you know, things like that, and go from there. But I'm gonna go do my running real quick and then I'll be back. Morning. Yeah, this is a different day. I ended up setting the camera down and did some running and never picked the camera up the rest of the day. I know, It's an epic failure as a YouTuber, but it is what it is. I got to the farm around 7 this morning, and at like 7:20 I got a phone call saying that there was a delivery truck with a flat tire on the side of the road. So I loaded up all the crap I needed for it, and I went to go change the tire, and well, it wasn't just flat, it was like there's nothing left. It was just the rim. So he obviously drove it for a little while flat. But I'm not complaining, because basically the tire blew on the expressway and there was a weigh station coming up, so he limped it off the road into the weigh station, and I'm glad he did it, because it's much safer in the parking lot at the weigh station than it is on the side of the expressway. But on the other hand, he wasted a rim. Is what it is. You're dealing with 29 trucks, 6 tires per truck. That adds up to a lot of tires. Whew. It's like raining and sleeting outside, and it's nasty. Nasty day, and it's cold. I think what I'm going to do is start changing the oil on this one. The planting tractor's not quite done yet. It needs fuel filters changed, and I need to deal with the hydraulic outlets in the back. But I want to power wash it before I do that. Same thing with this one. This one is going to, I'm going to go as far as I can on this one until I need to get it power washed, and then I can finish up what I'm doing. Like, the inside of the cabs are still nasty. I mean, you can see that these are nasty. I don't normally put equipment away dirty in the fall, but I ran out of time this past year. As you guys seen in my later videos, we were still plowing when there was snow on the ground. So, I mean, it was kind of a late fall for us to get everything wrapped up that we wanted to get done. And by the time we did get things done, it was cold out, and I wasn't going to be power washing in the cold. So we just parked the tractors for the winter, and now I got to deal with them in the spring. I'm toying with the idea of turning the furnace on. It's like just chilly enough in here, and I think it's just because it's wet outside, that it's like just a little cool. It's 48 degrees in here, and if I turn the furnace on, it might just take like the chill out of the air. But the problem is this wall's open now, and none of that is insulated. So I don't know if I'm just going to be peeing in the wind, so to speak, or it really will just kind of take the chill off. That's all I'm looking for. We'll try it. I don't know what it is with this tractor, but I always make a mess on the floor when I change this oil. And you would think it's one of the easier ones to do. But never fails. Not the end of the world. I haven't pulled the oil filter yet. That's where the mess begins. So far so good. Something's bad's gonna happen. I can feel it. I told you something bad was gonna happen. Garbage. I was topping off the hydraulic fluid and the bucket slipped on me and made a mess. I stepped outside to use, you know, Mother Nature's restroom, and it's snowing now. Awesome. All right, this oil change is done, greased, air filter, cab filter's changed. The cab still needs to be cleaned out, but last year I turned the back wiper on and I noticed it wasn't moving. And I'm like, huh, that's odd. Whatever, I'll deal with it later. Well, now it's later. I was thinking the motor's bad, but it's not. The little splines inside the end of that are all stripped off and smooth. So the gear still goes back and forth. This just wasn't moving. So I gotta get a new wiper arm. I'm not gonna lie, I think I might close this curtain for like the next week or so, because they're talking some chilly temperatures and I don't know if I want to give up the furnace just yet. And I ran the furnace with that curtain open today and it only got 49 degrees in here. So today, on a typical day, it should have been up to like 60 in here, but because this was all open, didn't happen. So it only takes like 15-20 minutes to close it. So I might just close that thing back up, and that way I can work on a couple of these things. Well, one. This is the only one here. But at any rate, I'm gonna end the video here. I've been cold all day today. I want to go get warmed up, and I'm gonna edit this and see what the wife's doing and go from there. Thanks for watching. We'll catch you in the next one.